Hi, this is JJ and this is the Greenchild Tribus Drive, a 3-in-1 pedal that is handmade in Lexington, Kentucky in the United States of America by Mason Austin Green of Greenchild. And this has 3 effects. It has distortion that you heard in the intro tune. It has an overdrive circuit and a boost circuit, and you can use these independently. This has random access switching, and what that means is I can just turn on one of the channels and then hop to either one of the other channels like that without having to turn the other effect off. So this is great if you look at it like this. You know, this doesn't do stacking, but then stacking is always a little bit finicky to get it to just sound right. If you don't know what stacking means, that is you use 2 overdrive pedals at the same time. These are 3 independent sounds that are dialed in such a way that they are more or less in the same ballpark, but each of them has enough gain on tap. So me personally, I don't even feel the need to stack with these things. So look at this like this. You have your clean sound. And then you can use the Tribus Drive to add 3 additional channels to that clean sound. So I can go on to this distortion sound that I was just using in the intro. And I can hop on over to the overdrive channel. Or go straight to the clean boost. Or back to either one of them. So back to distortion, overdrive, or turn it all off. Okay, so if you were to use independent pedals, for instance, if you want to go from your overdrive, your chunky rhythm sound, to your lead sound, you would have to actually turn off the overdrive pedal and then turn on the distortion pedal to go to your lead sound. But with this, you can just go from one to the other. Now, one thing I really like about the Tribus Drive is the simplicity of its controls. Each channel on this pedal only has three knobs, and I never really like overdrive pedals that have a lot of switches and you know, like mini pots, overdrives that allow you to set symmetrical or asymmetrical overdrive. I'd much rather have just a simple pedal with just a couple of controls that you can use to dial up a sound, and I like to keep those knobs where I like them, and this is that kind of pedal. There are no mini toggles, no hidden features or anything. It's just a very well dialed in overdrive, distortion and boost pedal. I'm particularly fond of the distortion side of things, and I've put the distortion level to about 9 o'clock right now. And I'd like to show you what this voice control does, because that is not a conventional tone knob, but it's more of a knob that you can use to tune the pedal to your amplifier. Now I'm playing through a Vox AC15C1, and Vox amplifiers are usually very hard to dial in with distortion or overdrive pedals, because they have a certain crispiness in the top end that can become fizzy when you use an overdrive or a distortion box. But with the Tribus Drive, it's no problem whatsoever to dial in a great sound. So Here's with the distortion set to about 9 o'clock. And the voice control all the way counterclockwise. And now I'll gradually roll it up. What it does is it's very subtle, but when you turn it all the way counterclockwise, there is the biggest amount of gain, and it becomes more open when you roll it counterclockwise, and the effect to my ears is more apparent when you're using higher gain settings. Now I'll just let you hear some more sounds. Alright, let's take a closer look at the boost section. The boost section also has three controls: a boost control, which is basically the volume, a sweep, and a scoop control that you can use to tailor your sound. More about that later. I'm running the amp a little hotter. I've turned up the preamp volume so that it's on the verge of breakup, which is a great starting point if you're going to use any boost pedal. Here's that clean sound. And I noticed when you set the sweep and scoop to 12 o'clock, it's more or less transparent. And there's plenty of volume on tap. Now, how you use the sweep and scoop control is like this. You basically go to a frequency and you can use this one to boost or cut that frequency, kind of like a parametric equalizer. So right now it's a little fatter. Or go the opposite direction. So a very versatile boost section. So what you just heard was the Overdrive channel of the Tribus Drive, and this also has 3 controls: standard, procedure, overdrive, tone, and volume. Now I noticed that the Overdrive channel is a little bright for my tastes. Maybe it's more tailored for a humbucker equipped guitar, but as you guys know, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I like Strats and Tellies better than Gibson type guitars. But if you roll back on the tone control and set it by ear, it's actually a great bluesy overdrive. And it also has, it has low and medium gain sounds and does that very well. But when you roll up the gain control, the overdrive control, it actually sounds pretty good as well. Check this out. So there you have it. This is the Tribus Drive by Greenchild, handmade in the USA, a boost, overdrive and distortion all from one box. Sounds great. I'm particularly fond of the distortion side of this thing, but I think all of the sounds in this pedal sound very musical. Now a lot of guys on the internet and on Facebook, they say, well, you know, JJ, he gets compensated to do these demos, and that's not entirely true. I do get compensated for some demos that I do, but not this one. This is a very small builder, and when Mason said, well, you know, JJ, I want to hit you up with my pedal, see how you like it, and if you like it, then would you please demo it for me? And so we did, and I said, well, there's no fee for the demo if I like the pedal, and I don't demo pedals for free if I don't like them. And usually, even when I get compensated and I don't like the pedal, I usually tell the builder that I'm not going to demo it. So I actually really like this thing. It's built like a tank. It also looks a little bit like a piece of military equipment. It's pretty heavy. It's a pretty big pedal, but then this can knock some other dirt pedals off your board. This could be very much be my own drive pedal that I would have on my board. This and a good reverb pedal, and I would be good to go. So I like this pedal. If you want more information, you can go to their website. That's greenchild.us. It's right here on the screen. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, and please subscribe and never miss a video again. Signing off, JJ out.